Hello, welcome back. Good evening to all of you. I'm praying for all of you to have a healthy life. So please stay home, stay safe. In our today's lecture, we will move forward from two basic functions of transport in which we have studied about industrial growth and increase in the demands of goods. So we will discuss about transportation creates place utility. So most of the times industries were located at very far distances, so there are lot of factors involved in the locating an industry at a very remote place or at a very far place. First thing, for any industry which is required essentially water. Second thing, what the essential raw material is required for the industry is availability at the place of locating the industry. And third thing, it's the product which is manufactured by that particular type of industry and its demand. So in the third point, geographical and climatic factors force industries to be located in particular places far away from the markets and places where there may not be any demand for the products. Further, transport bridges the gap between production and consumption center. Suppose there is a industry located at Uttarakhand in Haridwar region of Bisleri water, because in the Uttarakhand region there is a plenty of water in various rivers like Alaknanda, Ganga, Yamuna. So there are lot of rivers. Now the Bisleri industry is supposed to distribute its water bottles across the country at every station, railway station, at every airport across the country, at every bus station, at every town. So here transportation bridges the gap between production and consumption center. Production center is your Uttarakhand and consumption center is across the country. In the further lecture, in the further top point 4, transport creates time utility. Transportation reduces time from the production units to consumption units. Of late, transport has started creating the time utility. Suppose in the previous example, the Bisleri unit is supposed to distribute its water bottles from Uttarakhand to Kerala. So there is a mode of transportation, two types. First one is road transportation and second one is railway transportation, or you can say inland transportation. We were not using here air mode of transportation because it is too costlier. So from Uttarakhand to Kerala, road transportation take 3 to 4 days of one truck from Uttarakhand to Kerala, and the train or goods passenger train take only 24 to 36 hours. Then transport mode creates time utility. Off late transport has started creating the time utility also, It has been made possible by virtue of the improvements. Here improvements are nothing but the good designing of roads by increasing the width of roads. Increasing the width is nothing but the single lane conversion, single lane road conversion to multiple lane roads, 4 lane conversion into 6 lane roads, or if there is a single corridor of passenger train, then there is a two-way system of one is upline and second is downline to improve the speed of transport. So it will help in the distribution of product in the very minimum possible time. So here transport creates time utility. I hope you are understanding uh, from my examples. In the next para, transportation helps in stabilization of price. So how would transport helps in price stabilization? Transport exerts considerable influence upon the stabilization of prices of several commodities by moving commodities from surplus to deficit area. Here, two or three words which are uh, difficult for you. First one is surplus to deficit. If suppose in our food making we are using lots of masalas, so the very popular zone for masala growing is South India, and if I'm not wrong, Kerala is the uh, most masala productive state. So from Kerala to Rajasthan, if suppose Rajasthan is not producing any kind of masala, so Rajasthan is deficit area and Kerala is surplus area. So if suppose in the Rajasthan there are a lot of variation in the prices of masalas, so to fix this fluctuation of price stabilization, transportation helps a lot. Here several commodities are, you can say, masalas or various types of goods. You can take example of Gujarat where the production of cotton is too much, or you can say sugar in UP, as sugar canes is usually grown in a lot of areas of Ganga catchment in the Uttar Pradesh. So we are discussing about price stabilization through transport. So this equalizes the supply and demand factor. In the sixth point, transport ensures even flow of commodities into the hands of consumer throughout the period of consumption. So if suppose there is a good mode of transportation or very efficient mode of transportation and very time consuming mode of transportation is there, so there is a uninterrupted flow of commodities into the hands of consumer. Next, transportation enables the consumers to enjoy the benefits of goods not produced locally but also globally. So consumers can use, or consumers will use the global products in their own market. Transport identifies competition, which in turn reduces prices. So it will helpful in the prices because prices are also reduced because of the facilities offered by transport for large scale production. In the last point, transport increases mobility of labor and capital. It makes people of one place migrate to another place in search of jobs. So we will